Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom. So, I woke up this morning like, I think I need to talk about this. All right. So, hold on. Let me get my stuff together here. Okay. And, hold on. I was trying to set it up a little bit higher so y'all can see me better, but I don't think that's going to work because I have equipment for this, but I have not set it up. Real talk, it has been in the box for like 2 years too. All right, so we're gonna have to leave that like that. So I got my little teacup out here because I'm finna give y'all some tea. I just feel like people need to understand something. Um, so hope you are well. It's early in the morning, so we about to do some bonnet chronicles. Okay. So listen. Uh a lot of people don't realize what they're doing, but this is what's happening. Let me give you an example, or let me kind of break down. Um, there's a few forms of sex magic, but let me break this part down to you because a lot of people are doing this and they're actually very unaware. But I'm gonna start off with this dream that I had last night, and now we'll go in, that kind of will help go into the explanation. So last night, sleep, minding my business per usual. Okay, sleeping good. So I had this dream last night that my ex and the new person he's with are sitting on my bed. Um, it was like I was sleeping, but they were sitting on my bed watching me sleep, and they were just talking, having conversation, whatever, doing what they do, but they were in my bed, in my room. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, but at the same time, they're watching me sleep. So I get up and I go into my restroom. It's right across from my bedroom. And it was like part of the door was coming off the hinges or something like that. And ain't nothing in my house broke, okay? Everything is fully secured and hinged correctly, right? But it was like one hinge, it was like the door was broken. So I'm like, why is my bathroom door broke? You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I go use the restroom, then a friend that I haven't seen in like 10 years shows up at my door. So that then it turns into something else, right? But what I want to address is sex magic. So I'm like, I wake up like, what the fuck? Like, why was these two in my fucking bed? Like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Like, get out of my damn energy. And this particular ex of mine has been sending me fake social media requests, creating different accounts, even use his own child. I guess maybe thinking that since I've never had any issues with the child, that I would accept I don't know, but I know these are catfished accounts, so I don't pay them no attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, go away, get the fuck on, damn. So anyway, but here's a possibility, and I'm not saying this is what happened last night, but I've seen this before, and not even with this person. I've seen it with other people, and I got the revelation of what happened. So let me help you out. There was another time where there was somebody that I had been intimate with for a little bit. It was nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 45 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? We could speak freely. We all grown around here. You know what I'm saying? I had me a little smash buddy. You know what I'm saying? And so I saw in the dream, I saw this person having sex with another woman. Okay. And I could see her very clearly. But when it was time for him to ejaculate, her face turned into my face. And I'm like, the hell? It's like, it's really weird because when I have dreams, it's like I'm just hovering over dreams, like watching the whole scene. It's really weird. It's like I'm an eagle or something. I'm just like hovering, watching everything. I've said that on my channel before, talking about dreams and stuff, right? So I'm like, ew, that was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, why would I see some? Oh, I was like, shut up. So here's what happens. And when you are with people, just make sure you're with people, okay? So I really hope you can follow me for what I'm about to say. We all know that sex is very mental. You know what I'm saying? There's a big part of sex that's mental. It's not all physical. You have to be in tune. Like, for example, when a woman has an orgasm, she has to be very in tune with that man mentally, you know what I'm saying, for him to pull that out of her. It's very difficult to just get that out of her on a physically. It's easier for men, but a lot of women, there has to be some kind of mental connection. And so when you have sex, even when you masturbate, you have to use your thoughts to help that along to your desired ending, right? So collective, be very careful allowing people to use your energy to get themselves off when they're with other people, because it actually does it can affect you in some kind of way, and it can affect the person that they're sleeping with. And it's not fair to that person that they're sleeping with either, because basically it's like they're using their bodies. They're being used, okay? Unless this is something y'all agreed to do, hey, let's have sex together and let's think about him or let's think about her. That's something else, you know what I'm saying? But when you go to have sex with a person and you're just physically using their body, but in your mind, you're with someone else. And I'm going to say 80% of the population will do this. You got to be careful with that, because that is actually a form of sex magic. Okay. And a lot of people think it's harmless, and it is not harmless. It is harmless. I'm not, blah, blah, blah. It's harmful. Okay. It is harmful, but most people think it's harmless. So, it's also a form of spiritual rape, and it is a form of spiritual sexual assault. Okay. The divine sees that. It sends off signals in the ethers, and energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Okay. And energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted and transformed. Okay. You cannot destroy it. You can only transform it. So let's say, for example, you're a woman, you're having sex with this guy, or he approaches you for sex or whatever. Even if y'all married, even if y'all in a relationship, y'all live together, don't live together, y'all just smash buddies, whatever. Okay. And so he initiates sex with you. And so he's just using your body to get himself off physically, but mentally he's not with you. Mentally, his mind is somewhere else with someone else. He's thinking of another woman or another man. Okay. So that energy gets drummed up within his body while the action is going on. Okay. And if you're in the dark doing it, it's even more dangerous. Okay. Because that's how things are created. We're all formed in the womb of our mother, and the womb is dark. Okay. So you're literally creating something. You're manifesting something when you do that. So you're having sex or whatever. And then when it's time for him to ejaculate, he ejaculates into you. All the thoughts that he just raised up within himself, he just ejaculated all that inside of you. Okay. And so what happens is that energy, your body absorbs semen. Okay. Which means your body absorbs energy. Okay. So now he just injected all these thoughts of this other woman or another man inside of you. You might feel satisfied for the moment, but all of a sudden you start to feel insecure. You start to have these, you just start to feel a way. You can feel yourself changing. Okay. And you're thinking it's y'all circumstance. You're thinking it's this, it's that, and it's not. It's not at all. This person is using your body to manifest their desires with another person. And so all of a sudden you are extremely insecure about somebody who doesn't even give a fuck about him. Okay. Let me just put that disclaimer out here. Any of my exes, I left them. Okay. And I don't go back. Okay. So listen, you ain't got to worry about me. I don't want any of the motherfuckers. Okay. I left them motherfuckers. So, and it usually takes me a minute to leave people. So when I finally made that decision, that decision is definitive. That's it. Okay. Goodbye. Please stay the fuck away from me. Okay. But anyway, so, you become insecure about a woman who's not even a threat. What you're being insecure is you're feeling the energy of this man who's not totally with you. Okay. And that's not fair to you. All right. It's actually, like I said, it's a form of sexual assault, spiritual sexual assault. It's a form of spiritual sexual abuse, honestly. Even these men or women that are having sex with people of the opposite sex when they truly like the same sex, and they're still afraid to be who they are and tell their truth, that's dangerous because they're literally changing your energetic field when they do that. And that's not fair to you because you didn't agree to that. Okay. Even for a man, what I'm saying? If you're a man and you're sleeping with a woman and you just keep suspecting that she really likes women because she's not performing with you the way you feel like she should or whatever, or you suspect she's with another man or what have you. A lot of times you might be right because she's in, those, when your fluids are mixing, even though a woman can't ejaculate into you, you're still mixing bodily fluid. That's her energy. Sexual energy is one of the most potent energies on this planet because it creates life. It creates life force. So you have to be so careful with your sexual energy and how you use it and how you wield it and where you project it. Okay. And so, for me, I'm a seer, so I can just see things. So I can tell when someone that I've been intimate with in my past is having sex with someone, but they're thinking about me because they astral project into my energy. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, ugh, can you not? Gross. You know what I'm saying? But just be careful of being used in that manner. And it causes conflict in your relationship. And there's conflict going on. There's tension going on that you don't even realize. You know what I'm saying? Or a man can have you at another woman's neck for no fucking reason. It's like, she don't want this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for that, y'all. Forgive me. She does not want him at all. But his energy being ejaculated into you because when he has sex with you, he's thinking of her, is making you more and more insecure. And you feel like this woman is your enemy when it's really not. You're actually sleeping with your enemy. Okay. So let's understand that when we are having sex with people, even if you're masturbating, you have to be so careful what you choose to think about. Because you will literally manifest that person. If that person is not in agreement with you, they don't want you back, you're going to cause a lot of tension and problems in your relationship, within your own spirit. You're going to get so discombobulated and confused. You're not going to be able to give the person that you're supposed to be with, their full, like everything that they deserve from you. Like, it's selfish. It's very, very selfish. Okay. You can have men and women that become so obsessed with the previous person that they were like, why, how is there a whole couple obsessed with another person? You know what I'm saying? If somebody, whoever they was with before you, y'all have no business talking about this person in your home, in your bed. Y'all have no, unless this person is giving you physical, visual evidence that they're a problem, the person you're sleeping with is creating illusions, and they're doing it through sex. Okay. Because they're not admitting that they still want this other person. Okay. They're using you. Sometimes they use you to make the other person mad, and they're using your body because they weren't ready to let that other person go sexually. And so they're physically having sex with you, but in their mind, they're actually they're with someone else. And it's very easy for men to do that. You know what I'm saying? A man can have sex with whoever, but his heart can be in a whole different place. Okay. Women have a harder time doing that, but with, this new age of Aquarius, it's becoming easier, And then I'm going to put another spin on it. If you're with a man or a woman that's bisexual and you're injecting these energetic thoughts of this other person, once again, you're what do they say? You're cutting your own nose off to smite your face. you're actually making your partner attracted to that other person. So let me take an example. Let's say there's a man, he's having sex with a woman and she's bisexual. Maybe they both know it, whatever. He's still thinking about the other woman or some other woman he met some years ago, that some stripper, whatever his thoughts are going, but it's not on her. And then he ejaculates. You're actually making her more attracted to women, okay? Or if she knows of some of your past, you're making her attracted. Like she's wondering about this person and she can't understand why she's even thinking about the person. But she's thinking it because, oh, well, maybe he's messing with her again. That's why she keeps coming to mind. No, ma'am. No. Every time that man is ejaculated into you, he's thinking about thoughts of her. That's why she's in your energy field. It's him. You're sleeping with the enemy. Okay. If you're a man and you're having sex with a woman and you're like, all of a sudden you just feel insecure, she sees somebody out in public, she give him a side, even if it's an appropriate side hug. And you like, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, what's it with you and this dude? Well, and all of a sudden you tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be careful with that, because she could be thinking about someone else when she's orgasming and having sex with you. And so it's making you paranoid because she's inviting that person's energy into your space. And now you feel uneasy and you think, oh, something's happening, and it's nothing going on. It's all energetic. Okay. So be careful with that. Okay. A way to guard yourself from things like that. I don't even have any down here. Shoot. I got a ton of crystals, but out of those particular ones I don't have down here. Black tourmaline is a good stone to leave by your bed, or maybe get a necklace or something to put it on. Black obsidian. I was actually go with black obsidian before black tourmaline. Tiger's eye is a good protector as well. What else? Typically the darker stones, the black stones. Moldavite is good too, but moldavite is very powerful. You may have trouble sleeping next to it. Some people. If you're highly in tune, you may have a little issue sleeping next to it. But you could try moldavite, because moldavite is transformative. So anything that comes into your energetic field that you are uncomfortable with, it'll kind of help turn that energy and push it back out. Okay. So, or you can get like a evil eye. Okay. This is my Egyptian cross, but my Egyptian, my connection to my Egyptian bloodline, but it has an eye in the middle of it. Okay. I actually did not have this on last night either. Cause sometimes it get, I'll be tired. I'll be like, and I'll be like off my neck, so I could sleep, and then some days I'll be like, no, let me put my head on tonight because I don't feel like being bothered. We got these weirdos that like to keep creeping in your energy. Okay. So get you some, if you suspect this has happened to you, okay, black tourmaline raw is the better form for black tourmaline instead of tumbled, and black obsidian is good. You can put a necklace on, make sure it's loose so you're, all tangled up in your sleep, or you can just sit a nice size stone next to your bed. Okay. You can even put them up under your bed. Okay. I have fur babies, so I can't put them under my bed because they're going to come up there trying to play with them. But I have a nightstand, I have necklaces and stuff. Or like I said, you can just put an evil eye necklace on with a nice, loose chain, or you can actually have like the medallion of an evil eye. You just sit it next to your bed or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To help protect and shield your aura. Keep your thoughts clean as well. You know what I'm saying? If you are sexually active, focus on that person that you're with. And if you're having problem with that, then there's something within you that you have to work on. Okay. Why, when I have sex with my partner, am I not focused on this person? Then that's something you have to sit with. But we got to stop doing that. That's not fair to people. Okay. And like I said, back in the day, I've done that and didn't realize what I was doing. I've been in a very unhappy marriage before, and I would just to get it over with, think about other people or somebody else, just, you know what I'm saying, just to get myself off and get it. But I didn't realize how energetically it was destroying things when all I needed to do was just be honest and say, I just can't do this anymore. Period. There's so many people out here, even though we got the LGBTQ community, come out, say who you really want, say what you like, because that's not fair. That is not fair to people to be sleeping with folks. You a man, you keep using these women and you really like, other men. You need to be brave and say that. That is not fair to her. It is a form of spiritual sexual assault. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And you're muddling your spiritual waters when you do that. And then you want to blame other people. No, you need to tell the truth. You need to speak your truth. Women, if you don't really like a man touching you and you truly feel like you like women or you want, do what you got to do. Be honest. That's not fair to him. That is not fair to him. He just typically, other person don't deserve that. It's time to be brave. It's time for people to just speak your truth. We are no longer in the age of Pisces, okay? We are in the age of Aquarius. That old way is over with. All them old paradigms, them old ways of thinking is fucking people up, okay? The age of Pisces was the age of just following and believing, but all those doctrines died already. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? The apocalypse already happened. COVID swept all that out of here, and now we're in the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is the age of technology. It's the age of knowing. You can't just believe. You got to know. You got to know. And if you're sleeping with somebody, you got to know that they really with you. You know what I'm saying? If you having any sort of funny thoughts like maybe this person really ain't stop. Stop the sex so you can see clearly what's really going on. If you keep having sex with the person, it kind of clouds your vision. Stop. Control yourself. Practice sexual discipline, okay? A lot of people try to keep your head wrapped up through the sex. No. Untangle yourself. And if they truly rocking with you, if they truly with you, they'll wait it out for you. Just say, hey, right now, I just feel like I just need to be to myself. You know what I'm saying? I care about you or I love you, but I don't want to have sex right now. We can cuddle. We can watch TV, whatever you want to do. And that's for men too. Like if you're not, hey, cut her off for a little bit. Like, hey, and if she's truly with you, you know what I'm saying, then she should be able to understand that and allow you that meditation time. You know what I'm saying? Just because we're with another person, it doesn't mean that you have to enmesh in who each other are. You're still an individual. You still need to give each other space to figure things out at times. You're supposed to support your partner and be there, but there's times where we can't do anything for them. They have to work those things out for themselves. And if they're not willing to go through that with you and go through that short season so you can clear your mind, then that person ain't for you. Either they have some sort of sex addiction or you're getting the answer to your question right there. If they don't know how to be intimate with you without the physical act, and I'm saying just for a little while, because married people, you're supposed to have sex. That's what you're supposed to do. You should not be denying your partner. But there are times, just like when a woman is on her cycle, if somebody needs time to take time out for themselves just to clear their mind and refocus and figure out what's what, figure out what they really want, what they need, because people change, and you can't give them that space even just for a little while, that speaks volumes. That's telling you something right there. And if you're married, it's for better or worse, sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? What if the person got sick and they can't have sex with you right now? You going to flip out? If so, that whole thing need to be rethought anyway. Okay. So even, when you're self-gratifying, okay, when you are masturbating, self-gratifying, be careful of your thoughts. Watch be careful. If it's somebody you ain't seen, you will literally draw that person to you. Okay. Now, unless you're trying to do that, okay, that is a form. And like if you're doing it behind the scenes and you're trying to be slick about it and draw somebody to you, that is a form of black magic. Okay. It's a form of sex magic, but just understand there's consequences that can come with that. If that's what you're trying to do on the low and you're trying to draw somebody back to you and you're purposely doing it because you want them to call you or whatever, okay. But just understand That is a form of spiritual sexual assault, because you don't have that person's permission to borrow their sexual energy, number one, especially if you're not even in communication or this person's in another relationship. Like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Overstep boundaries like that. So if you want to do that, just understand there's always going to be, you're going to have to be able to handle the bounce back from that. There's going to be a bounce back, period. Okay, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction when you're dealing with energy. So, okay, be careful. That's all I'm saying. But watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. And whoever you are partner with sexually, be with that person. Just be with that person, okay? You know, the side chicks and the side dudes and stuff like that. This energetically, this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens. And so, you know, that person, when they, you know, say like they're cheating on you with someone, and then they come home and have sex with you, and you're unaware of this other person, they're actually introducing you to their other partner. When they ejaculate into you and their thoughts is on the other person and not you, they're introducing you to the person. So all of a sudden you start to feel something ain't right. You do. Maybe not in that moment, but you start to feel something like, but then we ignore that feeling, right? Because we don't want to believe it, okay? And then you question the person, and sometimes they go off on you. Well, how dare you? Because every time you went inside of me, or every time you sat on me, you thought about this person. So you introduced us. So who is he? Who is she? Let's get it. Just stop ignoring your natural intuition, okay? So, you know, this ex of mine, I don't, listen, this motherfucker better stay away from me, man. I'm so sick of this shit. Go away. Be with who you gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is a whole person and a new person upset? It don't make sense, y'all, but it happens. It happens because there's one person that's not dealing with their full truth. Do not let people use you like that. Now, this is just some stuff that y'all into and y'all agreeing like, hey, let's hook up together and let's do. That's something else. Listen, hey, that's something else. But let me help you understand. That is, say like you, because you got some weird people that be into some shit. Okay. Let's say there is a couple that's interested in this one other person. They call them unicorns. They want to invite a unicorn into their union. You better make sure you get that person's permission. You better make sure this other person is anywhere remotely interested in y'all, or there's going to be a backlash from that, because that's like a spiritual gang rape. Okay. You're spiritually gang raping somebody who has no clue or don't want nothing to do with you or the other, or neither one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're forcing them to energetically be with you without their permission. There's backlash from that. And you can literally make yourself spiritually sick from that. Okay. And then you can't do that to everybody, because some of us are highly, highly protected. You don't know whose energy you pulling on. And you might just get that one that you think you can just whatever, and you're going to fuck around and find out something. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to get mangled. Okay. You next thing you know, you forgetting stuff. Your mind ain't right. You and this person arguing because you've made yourself spiritually sick. Okay, all of a sudden you depressed, you got anxiety, your health is out of whack. All of a sudden you losing money. This ain't going right no more. That ain't going right. And you seeing it from an everyday aspect, like, oh, well, these people didn't give me that opportunity. No. You're spiritually fucking yourself up because you are spiritually raping someone else, and that person's ancestors and the divine is not having it. They're pissed. So they're going to make you feel some stuff until you stop or open your eyes to what's really going on. Stop seeing stuff all the time from an everyday 3D. Some things is literally spiritual. Everything is spirit. Your body starts off as a spirit first. Okay. I mean, you start off as a spirit first, then you enter a body. So a lot of things that's going on with you, misfortunes, blockages and just conflict and just all health issues. Sometimes it's spiritual because you're doing something. But the thing is, a lot of times you don't realize what you're doing. Okay. But again, Okay? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It's energetic. Everything that you put out, you are going to get back. Okay? Everything going on in your life right now, you created it with your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you project out into the atmosphere is what comes back to you. So whatever situation you're in, uncomfortable, bad, not bad, no money, you created it yourself. You did it. Okay, we have to start taking accountability for our lives. We got to quit saying, oh, Jesus ain't blessed me, no, Jesus ain't got nothing to do with it. Allah ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Buddha ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Your husband ain't did this. Your wife ain't did this. Your mama, your daddy ain't did this. You're doing it because your spirit is sick. Your spirit is not well. And you're wearing a mask and you're not dealing with your full truth. And you're out here using people and bringing people into your spiritual sickness. Okay? So, I got a couple more tarot readings to do so I can be done. And that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get that out there and help people understand something. You got people that's Christians and Muslims, and they be like, I don't do no witchcraft. I ain't doing no spell work. Da, 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 da. Oh. But every time you lay down with your wife, you thinking about the church secretary. You sure you don't do witchcraft? Like the video, share, what have you. I'm out.